Come here. Come sit with me. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Bryson, come here. Good evening, everybody. I know it's late. I just wanted to jump on and kind of better explain what's happening right now. I know Tammy was kind enough to jump on. I know. Oh my. I'm telling you, no good deed goes unpunished. I live by it. Let me start off by saying that these puppies that were just rushed back to Blue Pearl, Tammy just did a live video. She rushed, jumped out of bed, ran to our foster Christine from Coconut Creek to Coral Springs to pick them up while I was on the phone with the doctors at Blue Pearl to get them in. Apparently, they've been vomiting and they've been having bloody diarrhea, and they're very, very dumpy and very lethargic. Our foster is very experienced with puppies. She has fostered over 400 plus puppies for our organization. So, I'm just trying to read the comments. Thank you. They can't catch a break. No, they cannot catch a break. As you know, we have posted on our page every single invoice, which has added up to $47,000 to save this family of 8 parvo puppies and a mommy. So we have done everything as a responsible rescue to get them the best care that we possibly could, and it was not easy. It was a challenge. For any of you that follow us and have been following this family of parvo, 8 puppies and a mommy from the beginning, you know that when this all transpired, I'm going to enlighten everybody, and I know it's late, but I need to get a few things off of my chest because I'm extremely angry, and I'm over it. I'm going to tell you, I'm totally over drama, social media drama. We are a rescue that goes above and beyond, and we do everything the right way, in my opinion. And I believe the proof is in the pudding with over 400,000 supporters on our Facebook page. When I was asked, me, the president of this organization, Amy, when I was asked to take in a litter of puppies because the owner could not take care of his dogs because they were acting sick. We have video where they were kept in a garage in filth of feces and urine. It was disgusting. I didn't post any of that. I didn't care about that at the beginning. All I wanted to do was help these puppies. I never said I would take the mom. Let me just be clear, because we have no room. I was asked only to take puppies because I had a foster in place, and that the owner was going to keep the mom, and we were going to spay the dog, the mom, Sosa, for the owner. That was the agreement. I also told my friend Dana that reached out for assistance, I've known Dana for a very long time. She's a wonderful person. She does everything responsible. And I told her to bring the puppies and have them tested for parvo. That if they tested positive, I cannot take on a family of parvo because I know what it costs. And we have so many critical dogs right now and so many expenses and high medical bills that we are trying to recover from. Remember, we took in a litter not that long ago of the husky mixes, and they were parvo positive, and that cost our rescue a ton of money. I'm not going to say a number because I don't know the exact number, and I don't want to falsely give you a number. But that family, if you remember, all those puppies were brought to a 24-hour animal hospital where they were treated for parvo. And that was the litter we just recovered from. So when Dana reached out to me, I told her, I said, you have to get them tested. If they are parvo positive, I cannot commit to them. She said, Amy, I totally understand. I was in Loxahatchee with Carol working on the new rescue house when Dana, I made the appointment at 1 o'clock at VCA Imperial Point Animal Hospital for Dana to bring the puppies to the hospital and have them tested for parvo. When she arrived, Tiffany and Tammy met Dana and the owner of these dogs, and Mommy was in the car at the hospital. With all that being said, I got a call from Tiffany while I was at the house stating that one of the puppies tested positive, and now Mommy, the mommy, who is probably about 8 months of age, also tested positive. And I said, immediately I said, I can't take them. And Tiffany was like, okay. And I hung up with her. Within less than 2 seconds, I picked up the phone and I called Tiffany and I said, Tiffany, if we don't take these puppies and this mommy, I said, they're going to die a painful, excruciating death. When parvo hits a dog, a virus, it attacks their organs and they suffer a horrific, painful death if it does not go treated. And I said, please tell the owner, get an owner surrender form. We will take the mommy, we will take the puppies, and we'll get them into a 24-hour animal hospital. Little did I know that all the hospitals that they were trying to call, myself included, everybody was turning us away and telling us that they were full and they could not take them. So that's not on us. We're doing our due diligence. We're calling Leader, Blue Pearl, Coral Springs Animal Hospital. These are all 24-hour emergency hospitals that cost us a fortune to enter into their doors. And then there was also Knowles in Miami that we've used, that we called. I even reached out to my friend Gloria. I asked her, did she know any? Everybody was full. Everybody's full. Nobody's accepting dogs. Meanwhile, Dana, who brought the puppies and the mom and the owner, mind you, while all this is going on, the owner went into the hospital and spoke to Dr. Kesha, who did the parvo testing. And Dr. Kesha tried to educate this owner and explain to him how terrible and horrific this virus is for these dogs. He was not understanding. He's claiming, just so everybody knows, he is posting all over social media. He is trashing 100 Plus. There is a list of comments of over 300 comments. He is posting all over that we lied about the dogs having parvo, that we are doing this to make money on our supporters. He is reaching out to our supporters privately. He is emailing us. He's sending us private messages on our 100 Plus page. I have blocked him from our 100 Plus page. And on top of that, you've got these people that are on social media that are jumping on his site, and they're saying that he should get his dog back, that parvo's not a big deal, that we're fabricating, we're making all this shit up, that all these vet bills don't exist, that the $47,000 vet bills that we posted all on our page for everybody to see, that the animal hospitals are in cahoots, that they're profiting off of us and our supporters. This is insane, okay? Sorry, thank you, Shannon, because when I tell you how upsetting this is for an organization to be called a liar or a scam artist, that we as a rescue are trying to profit off of dying 8 parvo puppies and a mommy that are bleeding out of their rectum, that are put on feeding tubes and IV lines, which you can see in all the photos of the puppies, that the doctors are just making this shit up. They're just making it up. They're sticking tubes in these puppies just so it's just to make it up so that we can raise money and profit. This is insane. Insane. I am so angry. And let me tell you, there will be no communication between our rescue and this previous owner that signed an owner surrender form. In his writing I, his name, surrender mommy and puppies to 100 plus for parvo care and rehoming, and signed it and dated it. Now he's saying we stole. Not only are we lying about the dogs, he's saying that we're lying about the dogs having parvo, that we're here trying to profit off of puppies and a mommy that are dying, but that we are lying and we stole his dogs when we have not only Tiffany, Tammy, and Dana that were there. And mind you, while they're in the car trying to find placement for these puppies, he decided he was hungry. He's hungry, and he walked across the street from VCA and went to Flanagan's to have lunch. And Dana said, we're going to find a hospital for these dogs. He said, don't worry, I'll take an Uber. I have it all in text messages. All in text messages. The man is certifiable. He's insane. And I want you to understand that when you are on social media, you set yourself up on a platform. The bigger that you get as an organization, you're going to have all the crazies come at you. And that's what we're dealing with right now. The keyboard warriors. We've had random people in the rescue community ask for the vet bills, which Tammy was so kind enough, which I wouldn't have done personally. I posted them on, Tiffany posted everything on our Facebook page for everybody to see. Tammy actually emailed every invoice to this person, and she's still calling us thieves. That is on her. I don't need to provide or show her anything. Everything is provided on our Facebook page. Every vet bill, and then some. And we're still trying to recover. We didn't raise $47,000 for this family. We did not. Our attorney is taking care of all of this. Don't worry about it. I am not going to lose 1 minute sleep over it. I'm not going to feed and give the power to a psychopath who should be in a mental hospital in a straitjacket, because that's where this person belongs. This person is mentally ill. Mentally ill. So with all of that being said, I am going to get back to exactly where our focus, our energy is supposed to be, and that is the puppies. So with all this being said, as you know, the mommy, Sosa, and the 3 puppies that were at Leader Animal Hospital, and the 5 puppies that were at Coral Springs, they were all released after weeks of being there. I don't know an exact day of weeks, 2 weeks that they were there. It could have been a day or more. I have no idea. I can't remember. One day goes into the next. But I have that information, the enter date and the release date. I have all the medical bills of what it cost our organization to give this family a fighting chance to survive from parvo, which is a horrific, painful, deadly virus. And if I see one more person say that they buy certain over the counter for $300 and they treat, then you do not properly vet your animals. I'm sorry. Anybody that truly vets their rescues the right way and the responsible way, do you honestly think we want to enter into hospitals and we want to receive vet bills of $47,000? Do you not think that if there was a hospital that would cut us a break and give us a discount more than we already get, that we wouldn't go to that hospital? You think we choose to have to kill ourselves and beg every minute of the day to try to raise funds to save these dogs? Do you honestly, in your right, rational mind, think that that's something that a rescue would want to do? I mean, honestly, it is. You know what it does? I'm going to tell you what all of this does. All of this aggravation and Facebook social media drama, it makes you want to turn away. It makes you want to turn away and say, you know what? I don't want to get involved with these crazy people. So I have to screen a person that calls me for assistance for a dog that's in need, to make sure they're not a crazy person, so that they're not going to come after us and attack us like this. Because this is exhausting. My whole team has taken such a hit from all of this. It is affecting us in a way that I can't put into words. When we are so transparent, and that's the word that I use all the time when I do our videos. You know, Exactly, Paola. I noticed you were tagged in that post. It would be really cool to see the people that know us, that we take dogs from all the time. I am not posting. I will not feed it. There have been people on my team that went in there, and I'm glad they did, and posted the surrender form and posted all the vet bills. But this is not about people wanting the truth or the facts. This is a witch hunt because people love drama. People feed off of drama. They live for drama. They must be such sad individuals. They have nothing else going on in their life, that this is what they love and thrive on, is hurting other people and hurting a reputable rescue that is going above and beyond and saving. Forget everything else. Whether you don't like me personally, or you never met me, or you just forever, whatever reason, you choose not to follow or not to support 100 plus, that's okay. There are so many rescues out there that you can follow, that you can support. But why would you want to hurt or tarnish a rescue that is working and has done so much good in the rescue community? And instead of seeing the good, try to bash them and bring them down. Everybody I speak to in the rescue community that deal with these other so-called rescues, they come right straight to me and they say, Amy, we deal with them too because they take dogs in from us and we have to keep the peace. And I get it and I respect that. They say you're always our first choice because you're the best. There's nobody greater. And they tell me firsthand that they're jealous of 100 plus. Why are you jealous of 100 plus? Be happy. We are here to help. We are here to help save lives. That's all we want to do here at 100 plus. We want to help the dogs, and regardless of how each rescue may feel about another rescue, if they're doing the right thing by the dogs, isn't that what counts? Shouldn't we all be working together as a community to try to help the dogs in need? There's so many dogs right now that need help. My God, when I tell you on my life and on my rescue, may God strike me dead right now. I am telling you that my phone is ringing. I am sick to my stomach of the amount of phone calls that I'm receiving on a daily basis of people that are finding. I got a call from a woman today, and she said that she found 2 dogs, big dogs, they're mutts, about 2 weeks ago. She has not brought them in her house. They're on her patio. She's giving them food and water, and that she can't bring them in her house, and that she's looking for a rescue. We are completely full to capacity. She called Broward Shelter and they told her they are full and they are going to be euthanized on the spot if she brings them there. So what do you think is going to happen to those 2 dogs? Where do you think they're going to end up? Either back on the street? Because people are actually saying to me, should I put them back on the street, Amy? Are you kidding me? How do you take an animal and throw it back on a street? So the shelters are turning these people away that are being the good Samaritan that they are, and they're picking them up off the street. And the shelters are telling them they're full to capacity. They're not taking in any dogs that are from the streets, that they should put them back on the street, or that if they bring them in, they're going to be killed on intake. What has this world come to? It is getting worse by the second. I can't sleep. It's consuming me. It's consuming everybody that I know in rescue. And all I want to say is that these puppies right now that were just rushed back, the 4 of the 8 puppies were just rushed back to Blue Pearl because they were dumpy. They had diarrhea with blood in it. They were vomiting, and they were taken in because they don't feel well. And we're not going to take any chances. I could have said, you know what? Why don't we just wait till the morning and go to a cheaper vet, a vet that's not 24 hours. But I didn't want to take the chance of something happening to these 4 puppies throughout the night and put my foster in a position that was going to, God forbid, something happened to the puppies on her watch in her home. I would never do that as the head of a rescue organization. So with that comes the cost of walking into a 24-hour animal hospital at 10:30 at night to get them the medical care that they need. They will immediately, I'm sure, have blood work, and they'll be put on IV fluids because they've been vomiting and they're probably dehydrated. I don't know. They were vaccinated, and all the 24-hour hospitals said they were totally fine to be vaccinated. I don't know if this is a reaction. I'm not going to just throw things out there. I'm just kind of talking out loud. I have no idea why these puppies are in the condition right now that they are in. I can only tell you that we are staying focused to make sure that these puppies get the best medical care like we have done from day one. June 19th is the day that we received them. And again, we were not prepared to take the mama dog because we have no room. So we have been juggling at Rescue House 1 with our dogs to make sure that everybody has a comfortable spot. It is not an easy task when I tell you. And we have dogs in our bathrooms. We have dogs everywhere. What I can tell you is that they are safe. They are not on the street. They're not in a kill shelter. They are in a rescue home where they're receiving love every day, and they're being fed, and they're in air conditioning, and they have all the comforts of loving arms from every doggy toy and bone and beds, and they're not living in filth. And they are being cared for medically. Whatever they need, they will receive, as we have done from day one. So I am asking everybody on this video, 761 people, I am asking you to please make a donation for the 4 puppies that were just brought in to Blue Pearl in the middle of the night because they are sick yet again. And as far as anybody that has anything, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I will be so happy to answer your questions. Send me an email. I don't always look at the private messages on Facebook. Send an email with your concerns, and I will be more than happy to be transparent and answer you. If you have any question about the vet bills, we've posted every vet bill, guys. I don't know what more we can do as a responsible rescue organization. I can't give you my blood. I'm not giving you my blood. Okay? And just to be even more transparent, everything we do is we do audited financial taxes every year, which is very costly. It shows every dollar for dollar. Okay, Bri, come here. It shows every dollar, penny to penny, where everything goes. So like I said again, it's all up to you. Who you choose to donate, who you choose to support, who you choose to follow. It's all up to you. Nobody's twisting anybody's arms. We appreciate every single one of our supporters. And we consider everybody our family. Over the years, come on, you've been with us for how many years? Have you been following and supporting 100 plus? Sharing, praying, donating. It all counts. It all matters. It's all the equal. We need it all. Without one or the other, it's not going to work. So as far as anybody that has anything to say, negative, be very careful what you post on social media, guys. You cannot just slander a person or a rescue organization or anybody for that matter. Just so you know, I don't know if everybody knows this, but you can't slander and defame a person and post lies and call somebody a thief without dealing with the consequences. We know from experience, unfortunately. We had somebody come at us very, very hard, and we took them to federal court. 4 years in federal court, and we won in front of a judge of federal court for defamation and slander. That's pretty big. That's pretty huge. Our attorney said it's almost nearly impossible to do that. And the judge wrote a 21-page letter of the findings, how this person is everything that's wrong with social media. Everything. I wish this on not my worst enemy. Not my worst enemy do I wish anybody to go through what our organization has had to go through. For anybody that, like I said, everything is public record and public information. We had a psychopath go after us years ago, and it nearly killed us. I can speak from the heart. It nearly killed me and my team. And we built ourselves back up. We did not let it break us. We went after the person. in federal court, and we won. I don't usually talk about things like this because I stay focused on the dogs. But since we're talking about it, I figure I might as well throw it out all on the table. All on the table. So with all of this being said, like I said, I don't wish any of what we're going through on anybody, because I feel like I've aged 50 years from all of this aggravation. And all we're trying to do is save lives. That's all we're trying to do. That's it. Is this truly what it's about? Is to try to break a person because you may not like a person, or you're jealous of a person, or whatever their sick reason is to go after a person and slander a rescue that's killing themselves day in and day out? I'm done. I'm over it. And I'm not going to give anybody our power. I just wanted to clear the air and let everybody know that if you do post slander, just be prepared, because we're not going to sit back and take it. It's not a threat. It's not a threat. It's a promise. It's a promise. So with everything being said, thank you in advance for anybody that's contributing to these puppies that are now back in Blue Pearl. I'm sure I'll be receiving a call. It's 11:30. I'd like to be in bed cuddled with my dogs too, but I'm at the rescue house. I'm with the babies, and no place I'd rather be other than with my own personal. But this is the journey I chose. This is the path I chose, and this is the path my team chose. And we have an amazing, amazing team here at 100 Plus. We love each other. We support one another. And what I can tell you about every single person on my 100 Plus team, they're all here for the dogs. That's why we work so well together. We are all here because we share the same passion, and we're all here because we're like-minded. That's why it works here. And that's why I believe that we are so successful. And as far as a 501c3, it has to be ran like a business. It has to be. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in deep shit. I'm just being real with everybody. So we always say, as long as all our T's are crossed and all of our I's are dotted with audited financials, for any of you that have a business, anybody can say anything they want. Anybody can say anything they want about you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because you at the end of the day, we all know our own truth. And when I put my head down on my pillow, I sleep good, because I know what? I know my truth. And it's this right here. You want to come up? It is this right here that keeps me going. These babies, this baby that was found, Gloria Cabal brought me on this rescue. There was a bunch of dogs in crates, airline crates, and filth on a farm. And they were living in there for God knows how long. They were emaciated, they were starving, they were covered in ticks and fleas. And Waldo is one of those dogs. And to see this right here, this is what counts right here. This is what counts. All the other, not wasting my energy, and you're not getting my power. So good luck to you. Again, thank you in advance. Thank you for listening to me. And I appreciate each and every one of you. It's from the heart. All I do is speak. This is not rehearsed. This is live video. This is not editing. This is me speaking from my heart always to you. I'm not on a stage. I am who I am. I am real. I am transparent. Anybody in my team will tell you I don't have a filter. So everything that comes to my mind comes out of my mouth. So thank you again for listening. And please, if you can donate for the parvo puppies that were just brought back to Blue Pearl, please do so. I'm going to call it a night and get these babies back in. You guys ready? Come on, babies. Because this is what matters, not the bullshit. Everybody, thank you for your votes for Balto. Thank you so much for all of your votes, day in and day out. And Anna, thank you so much for all the hard work you did on the Balto Hero Award and posting day in and day out and tagging me at 7 a.m. I so appreciate you. Get over here, Bryson. Thank you. Good boy. I appreciate each and every one of you. Good night, babies. I love you. Sweet dreamies. Sweet dreamies. Balto is all tucked in. Casita and Sparky. Hi, Mama. Do you want to go back out one more time? Hold on, baby. Hold on, guys. 1 second. 1 second. Come here. Come here. Let's go slow, okay? Come on, let's go slow. Go slow. I figure before I shut down, I'll give you a quick little update on Cooper here. As you remember, I received a call from Blue Pearl about Cooper. Her family brought her in to Blue Pearl. She was hit by a car, and they had no money. So Dr. Woolery called me and said, can you please take her? They're going to euthanize her. And she's the sweetest. She's a baby. She's a year old. So I said, what are we looking at? She goes, it doesn't look terrible. So with that being said, they performed 2 surgeries on her to repair her broken hip and FHO, and I don't know. They did 2 surgeries. And then she had therapy. What are you doing, Mama? Then she had therapy. She was released to us. We brought her here to the rescue house. We were so excited to get her out. And we noticed that she was screaming, a terrible, highest pitched scream that just makes your blood curdle. And we brought her to Dr. Babevsky to have radiographs to see if she could see what was going on, to get a second opinion. She recommended taking Cooper to Dr. Reese at Southeast Neurology in Boynton, and we had an MRI. She also had a CT scan. And they said it's a nerve, that they wanted to try a couple of weeks of just leash, which is what I'm doing now. Just taking her out for little walks to do her business, and mostly rest. And she's on a lot of different medications. She's on a very small dose of prednisone. She's almost done with the prednisone, and then she's on tramadol, doxycycline, because she's also Ehrlichia positive. So they spayed her, not screaming, but out of nowhere she will let out a scream. So they said that if she doesn't improve in a couple of weeks, then they need to talk about amputating her back right leg. So that's what we've been praying that would not need to happen. But there's nothing worse than watching a dog be in pain, even on heavy-duty pain meds. So right now we are just praying to God that with this rest that we will not have to amputate Cooper's back right leg. And it's been weighing very heavy on all of us, because this baby girl is one of the sweetest dogs I've ever placed my hands on. I'm so crazy for her. She's a little Pomeranian mix, and she's all sweet and love and dog friendly, and just to see a dog in pain, you can see how her back right leg, that's neurological, it curls under. That's from the hit from the car, from the accident that she was hit by a car. So guys, we have a lot on our plate. Like I said, we still have Lance in the bathroom next door, the hydrocephalus, who had the shunt surgery. And as you know, Balto had 2 shunt surgeries, MRIs, 3 of them. And yeah, we just have a lot going on. So with the parvo puppies now back in the hospital, Mommy Sosa's doing wonderful. She's a dream. Everybody's in love with her. She will need to be spayed. She went into heat. That's another thing. If she was spayed when she should have been, and apparently another rescue told the owner that she's too young to be spayed, which is insane. And she was on the property with the owner with a dog that wasn't neutered, so of course she got pregnant, and wasn't vaccinated, so she had parvo. So now the owner has parvo all in his grounds in his home, and he has dogs there. So God help all those dogs. That's all I can say. All we can do is pray. Guess you can't, try to educate the best we can, and just try to do the responsible thing. The rest of it, not giving my energy, not going to take my power. So that's it. I'm going to put Cooper back to bed, call it a night. It's 11:30. Shh, guys, it's okay. 100 plus abandoned dogs of Everglades, Florida. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Have a good night.